let's take a look, do a quick unboxing, go through it, maybe get it set up. Mine did come, you can see the box is dented up. It's dinged, smashed in here. I don't know if the camera will pick that up good. Okay, it's hard to get the box apart, but I got this on clearance. It was the last one they had in stock, so that could be part of the reason why I got it at the discount. Cool looking Doom die. Got a skull on two sides, and then we have 1, 2, 3, and a 4. So pretty cool looking die. I like that. This insert is not bad, but it's not great either. Let me show you. It is a thin quality, so you can see it's already wrinkling. You can, if you can see and hear that, it is wrinkling up. Very thin. But it will do the job well of separating the decks out. Oh, that is really a tight shrink. Okay, so we have villains and heroes. These cards, they look cool. They are super, super thin. Definitely don't want to be handling these and shuffling them. Of course, with them being heroes and villains, hopefully you won't, because they have black borders on both sides. And they are super thin. So, common artwork, the realistic Gothic looking style. This is based on a touch of evil. So really cool movie style villain artwork. I like that. And then you have the realistic photos for the different heroes from a touch of evil. So really cool looking. I really like the way the game looks. It's just that these are thin. Let's take a look at some of the actual cards. Now they are just a little bit thicker, but it could just be that the shape of the card. Since this is a smaller card, there's less to bend. But they feel okay. They are a little thin, and of course they have the black edges. So you may have to look at investing in some card sleeves for these cards because of those black borders. Even with the glare of the camera and the lights above, you can see that the writing is very legible, very clear. Cool artwork and graphics. And so these, since there's so many duplicates, these are probably the cards used for your starting hands. Since this is a deck building game and the borders are black on both sides and the cards are relatively thin, they don't have the nice waxy coating like some of their larger board games, for instance Fortune and Glory has. So they are a little thin. I probably will look at investing in some card sleeves for this in the future, because it's a deck building game. You will be shuffling. So really cool looking cards, all of them. The iconography, the text, the graphics, everything is really great. Really great. Alright, looks cool. Another huge deck of cards. Just a massive amount of cards I got. And like I said, I got this on clearance. So I got it at a really good price, but the box was beat up. The corners were smashed in. It was hard to get the lid off, so that could be why. Yeah, cool looking game. And one last pack. Here we have some locations. Looking cool. Items. Ooh, a surprise attack. Looks really cool. Ooh. The Headless Horseman. Murder! Okay. Massive amount of cards. So one thing that was weird is you have these cards, value 1, okay, that you use to make up your starting decks. They were mixed in all 3 of the decks of cards. There'd be a 2 or 3 here, and then you go further, and there might be some at the end, and you'd have some of these, 1 or 2 of these, and then back to more of those. Really weird. Went through, got them all organized. 30, 30, 30 of the starters. Then you have where you can upgrade them for values 2, and it had 20 of each of those. So that was a little strange. Cards are kind of just scattered about. And again, like I said, all the cards are kind of mixed up. These are 12 shocking discoveries. They were not all together. I think they were in the same shrink, but they were scattered about. And in the middle of those was a Hungry Dead. And this is a card that is supposed to be pulled out. So that'll just go to the side. Okay, so I have the cursed Hungry Dead there. Villain cards, hero cards. I made several piles because every instance of the same minion were stacked right on top of each other. All the minions were in a pile, all the events, all the outlets. I wanted to spread them out really good, and I'll shuffle each one of these individual piles and then start shuffling them together into the large pile. Have the start cards here to start the game, setting up the decks. I'm sorry. There's the start cards. Here are the training cards that will be available, the honor, the secret, and I've shuffled up the shocking discoveries and put them here. So I'm going to get this shuffled up. We will randomly choose some villains without looking and some heroes, put their decks together, and start playing. Already got a scuffed card, and I'm trying to just pull them, drop front and back. It's not a huge deal, but alright, I think it's about the best we can do. I'm going to lightly shuffle these and create 2 piles. This will be the odd pile. This will be the even pile. This will determine the pile. This will determine the hero. And if I happen to roll a 6, I'll just re-roll this die. I'm going to do 2 heroes in a pure co-op game. So even. And the first hero. Now if I roll a 5 or a 6 on this pile. Even again. 4. 1, 2, 3, and I need to re-roll. Okay. So let's see who we got. Adriana of Zartha and Heinrich Cartwright. Let's set up their decks. Hers 4 combat, his 3. So 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3. These will go back into the box. Won't need those. Spirit. 3. And he has 6. It's kind of neat that each character has their own starting deck to give them even more variety other than just their starting abilities. Cunning 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2. And she gets 1 honor. He gets 1 honor. That's their starting decks. And then the rest of the available cards will be here. We have the draw decks. Time to do the villains. So we take the Roman numeral 3s. Mix them up. And I'm going to do 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. And then we're going to do the same thing for the Roman numeral 2 monsters. Hard to shuffle just 3 cards, but I don't know what any of them are anyway, so. And then okay, I'm going to clean some of this up and we'll deal out the cards as we start to play. So come back and join me for a playthrough of Dark Gothic, a touch of evil card game.